This is the Texas Revolution by Ameelya and Matthew. Texas, originally owned by Mexico and named Tejas, was the home of the Tejanos. The main protesters over Tejas were Comanche and Apache tribes, due to Spanish settlers trying to convince people to move into Tejas with the offer of large amounts of land. Moses Austin was one of the people to move into Tejas, buying a large piece of awful land and starting a colony, which ultimately failed because of said land. Stephen Austin, Moses' son, spent a whole year convincing the Tejanos to start a colony of his own. Stephen was granted permission to start his colony with one condition, being the conversion of his colonists to Roman Catholicism. Almost 300 families joined his colony, turning out to be very successful. Americans began to resent Tejanos laws. Most American settlers in Tejas didn't know how to speak Spanish. The Tejas government requested American settlers to sign Spanish documents. This is important for later, and slavery was outlawed in 1829, resorting to slave owners being enraged. Tejas had rich forests in the east, soil made for growing corn and cotton, rivers leading to ports along the Gulf of Mexico, and grassy plains. Stephen Austin traveled to Mexican City with a petition requesting Texas to become a self-governing state. Austin met Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, in which his request to be a self-governing state was disapproved, leading the government to cut off further American immigration. On March 1st through the 2nd, 1836, Texas was declared a free and independent republic. Sam Houston played as commander in the excuse of an army made up of 420 men and 183 volunteers led by James Fannin. Juan Seguin was able to speak Spanish, so he sent the message of battle through to other Texas defenders. The battle went on for 12 days because no one wanted to surrender. On day 13, 1,800 men stormed the fortress. The Texans ran out of ammunition and only 5 survived. The men still alive were executed by Santa Anna. Texans fled eastward when Houston's men were captured by Mexican forces. Santa Anna reached Houston near the San Jacinto River in April. Santa Anna signed a treaty giving Texas freedom, and the revolution was over.